least I can reach up a small incline.
Brother, what?
That was a good time to start.
This is too violent to
Riley,
walk
attack!
into.
Travis, what time do you fucking call this?
I call it close enough to 5 that
That's
it doesn't
what
have a
I'm
huge
saying.
impact, and if you're being negative, it's really ableist because I have ADHD and thus struggle
Thank
with executive
you!
functions.
He
So
gave me shit because I was 2 minutes late, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna rip into Travis." And I'm like, "What the fuck,
I will die on this hill. Like I just said, I'll die on any hill.
brother? It
Yeah,
don't
you're
need to be a
British.
hill. I'll kill you on flat ground."
Do it. Fucking try.
If you are on that hill, then you are just all that easy to target with cannon fire.
That's true,
motherfuckers never heard of Bunker Hill. What happened to his people there?
Oh my god.
brother. Don't even talk to me about Bunker Hill. That's my home.
You live in a bunker?
No, dude, Bunker Hill. Bunker Hill is in
Yeah, they're
Boston.
basically
Yeah.
already close enough to the ground.
Shut the fuck up!
You
I'm not that short.
You kind of walked into that one. I'm gonna be real honest.
I'm too short to walk into anything, apparently.
Well, no, you don't walk into the bar, so.
Exactly. Not tall enough for it. You win a limbo contest.
I just don't like how it's become all targeted towards me now, and my feelings are hurt, and you're all canceled. Thank you.
But what did I do?
You too, Adrian.
What did I do?
What did I do?
What did I do?
You know what you've done. You know what your crimes are.
Yeah, I do.
I can't
Let's
believe
get
you
this
found
shit
this.
fucking started. By the way, I have groceries that are about to be delivered in like
Well,
40
I'm
minutes
trying
or
to get
so.
this shit started, but okay, there we go. Virtual tabletop was not loading.
that's all good.
Oh my god.
Shit happened.
Oh yeah, I'll give warning when groceries arrive, so I have to go down and grab them.
Yeah,
should be
that's-
like 5:30, 5:45. Yeah.
Yeah, shouldn't be too tough.
Yeah.
Now that it has been 3 weeks, hi everybody. Who would like to give the recap after it's been nearly a whole month since we last played?
Hi, Dr. Nick. Sorry, I said hi, everybody. I couldn't
Yes.
resist.
Of course.
I think I made notes.
Me too. I'm looking at them right now, but I'm trying to give other people a chance to go for it.
What was it, session 14? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan and Tandor had a little moment talking about what was happening, and that Tandor felt like Max treats them more like a pet than like a partner or a friend.
Yeah.
And Pandora, or not Pandora,
Oh my
Rowan. Well, I have Pandora in my notes too. And Tandor was like, you know, we gotta talk about it and make things better. And also, Chemo was listening in on accident. And then we went to the Vessi village.
Wait, before you go on, what did Chemo hear? That was.
He overheard the whole conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, the whole last
I
thing.
feel like there was something significant that Rowan said that made you chime in about listening in.
No, so like he just spends his morning meditating in the woods if there is any, and he was there, and y'all decided to have a deep, meaningful conversation and didn't want to interrupt. And then we went to the Leshy village, Kukulat, and we were hanging out with some Leshies in a bar. And Tandor learned a new recipe, but also got real small. And then came to the bar and decided to fight. And then they ran out of the bar, and with Max and yelled at each other, which was funny because Tandor sounded like they had some balloon air. And basically we're like, Max is upset he's spaghetti. The Tandor once didn't seem like they trusted him and smacked him. And Tandor was like, you treat me like, you know, I'm a burden. And Max kind of was like, yeah, like a dick. And then
Don't
Kimo
be a
got laid.
burden, loser. It's just that easy.
Rude.
And Kimo got laid, and then that was pretty much it.
Nice.
Where's the point gonna go, Keems?
I'm taking it. I'm selfish today.
All right. All right. Where were we? Okay. This. So let's see. We were here out in.
Oh,
Ouch.
and while you're sorry, we had
Yes.
2 Tanderisms. One was I'm nervous. I feel like a tornado inside a scroll shop. And then the other was with all due bananas.
That's a good one.
All right. Is there any last little thing that would need to be done in Kukalot before heading onwards?
Yet.
Unless
Kimo
Nope.
sneaks out of the Vixen's house.
Mm-hmm.
Rowan got what she came for, I guess. Yeah. Knowledge.
Riley, Beeman.
Hi, I'm one of those people.
Yeah, that's me too.
Anything you would be doing in Kukalot?
Nope.
Nope.
Likely recovering.
Likely recovering. Okay. Then I will. Schmovity. Schmovity. Onward. So. Out and onward. A time had to refresh, reflect, and renew past. Much to the aid for the health and wellness of the Fireflies. Curious tales, new friends, and odd interactions to carry on in memory. But does not seem to be that there is too much to be said, as days would pass as they continue on. Moving on further to the road to the next destination. So, as the road would continue on, the wind at peace, and still as the mountains far on the horizon shield the land from stronger currents beyond. As the cart continues on away, there, at least when there is a quiet pause, Skipper speaks up. I know this will sound strange coming from me, but that place felt very special, like a second home. Not just because there were others like me where, I don't know. Someone made it special there, very special there. Like a whole lot of someone's made it place special everywhere. I just hope that I'll keep seeing all these places with you all. Me and Loretta both.
Glad to have you with us, Skipper. You, someone in particular?
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Not quite, but it's like whoever had made that place theirs, or had made it what it is. It's a very special place. It's hard to not see that. Maybe there'll be some place that, I don't know, once it's all done, that something can happen like that. To be able to settle down once it's all done.
One day, perhaps.
Do you have some place like that yourself?
Not really, no. Not anywhere I'd care to go back to. Not immediately, anyway.
Home doesn't seem like home anymore.
Correct.
Hmm. I understand that too well, but then again, what was home for me before I was awakened is a very different feeling.
I could
I
not
was,
imagine
well,
going from wild.
they're, as interesting and as nice as a, a, a little den in a hole in a hill in the ground is, right next to a river where you can go in and dive, catch what fish and food you may, and have nothing else to worry about, but then that's just instinct, survival, subsistence. It's not being, going, knowing, learning, being a part of something. You can only go so far with something like that. And with this, it's good to see that there are places that are also there. That's just more than what I knew. And that there are people willing to make places like that for each other.
You want to go back there or something? Because Cam.
I think you've all got other things to do, and I'm all very much for seeing these new places. It's just, I guess seeing that place for the first time is left an impact. Maybe go there one day in the future if circumstances allow.
Absolutely will. At every opportunity.
We'll see. Perhaps we'll see. But enough on my reminiscing. What about any of you, the rest of you? Are there places like that where you know of? Places that feel like home? Our home?
Well, you saw Bears Bay, but I feel like the road has been home for a long time.
It has.
Something about not being tied down to one place and exploring others. So far, it seems like there's always a place to rest your head. In my experience, at least.
Oh, I can understand that, but what about the place where I feel like you want to come back to rest it again? Once it's all done.
That depends more on a people than a place.
There was an inn that had the best pillow that I think of somewhat frequently that I would love to go rest my head on again.
Is it a place that we've seen?
Why didn't you steal the pillow?
Yeah, why not?
And rob other people of the same experience?
Leave a tip.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you know what? I agree with them. Absolutely, you should have done that.
Nah.
Or you could tell us where, and we can go and experience these pillows and take
Or
them.
steal it.
And
I'll
yes,
steal you
not
that
too late.
pillow.
what Max said.
I might have, but if you're just gonna say that you're gonna steal it, then no.
Okay, I won't steal that pillow. Whoever helps you sleep at night. But
Yeah, we're gonna reappropriate it.
Why not just ask the innkeeper where they got pillow?
That takes the mystery out of it.
What?
Yeah,
If-
stealing doesn't take the mystery out of it.
Yeah, you'll never know where it
Keeps
came
it
from.
mysterious. If pillow gets ripped, you have to go back and steal another.
Tandor's onto something, I think.
I believe all
Well,
of you
after
are
the
missing
third or
point.
fourth one, they'll probably catch on.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Timo, you've got to tell us where this place
Yeah,
is
at
now.
that point you burn down the tavern.
Then the supply
Sorry,
pillows.
sorry, I get buildings mixed up.
Force a habit.
The inn had a tavern. You're good.
Oh good, we can burn that down too.
Isn't that how you and Tandor met? Max, burning something down.
I have burnt down innumerable buildings.
I believe it.
Most of them on purpose.
I believe this too. And I'm not surprised. Ikar and I may have burned down a tavern or two. On accident.
I had it coming.
Ugh, on accident. Allegedly.
Right, accident. Right,
Yes.
accident.
No, yes.
But they had it coming.
For the lack of comfortable pillows. No, I'm sure it was something to do with gambling.
Oh, mine was totally to get the town guard off my back. Nothing, gets their attention more than a burning building.
What
Yeah.
about the tavern that you burned? My tavern that I? Oh no.
Yeah, technically
Well-
that was you.
Yeah, well, you helped.
I don't think we heard this
Yeah,
story.
but I'm not gonna take your numbers away from you. That's your statistic.
Yeah, true. That's nice.
Have we heard this story of burning down your tavern?
Which one?
Yeah, which time?
Wait, there were more than one. Oh,
Well, there was the time with you, and there was the time that there was a fight, and there was another time with Max, and I threw my apron, and it lit on fire.
they do
I'm
that.
very tired. I think the tiny juice made me sleepy.
Wait, Tiny, what did I miss?
Oh, you weren't there.
No, I was not. Tiny.
I drank the juice and I became small.
I missed
And
out
now
on
I'm so
Tiny
sleepy.
Tandor. I've not
You
seen.
did. It
I've
was-
not seen
it
Tiny
was
Tandor
adorable.
for years.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, on the subject of drinking, Chemo, I believe you owe me a bottle.
Huh?
Was Kimo getting drunk in a tavern?
Yeah,
Sounds
absolutely.
like I
got
missed
drunk?
out on a lot.
I missed that too.
I don't think I understand why I owe you a bottle.
Ooh.
You left it.
Ooh, finders keepers.
Yeah, I very much said, hey, could you look after this for me and not drink it? Those were the exact words I used.
Let me guess, he drank it.
I
Yeah.
don't remember hearing this at all.
Yeah, of course you did. You were drunk as hell.
Ah, Tiny Tandor drunk Kimo. Tja.
Yeah, that's not all Chemo did from what I heard.
Oh.
Chemo,
My
and
order-
Leo.
My order is not celibate.
But I wasn't implying that. You can do whatever and whoever you want. I don't care. I want the drink.
And here I was doing research while you all got drunk and tiny.
I will have you know that I require this drink not for drinking purposes. I have an idea.
If it's to burn down another tavern or an inn,
Okay,
then I'm not
it
going to
could
come
be,
good on
it
that.
could be used for burning down a tavern, but it's not specifically for that use.
That's some potent drink.
It was a very potent drink.
Yeah, after a certain level, drinks like that become very useful for a certain type of something. Clings to the skin, you know?
What are you planning?
Making a really, really big firebomb. I'm not trying to keep that secret. It's
Sounds like
just a
he's
really
planning to buy his
effective.
own damn bottle.
Ooh.
I did. I bought you one and my one. Then you drank mine.
Now, were you planning on drinking it as well, or using it for a firebomb?
It was gonna be a really big firebomb.
It was open and he was drinking it when I got there, and he kindly allowed me to have some. And then he left
Yeah,
the
not
bottle.
all of it. Which, by the way, how are you still alive? For one, if I wasn't so mad, I would be impressed. I can't believe that right now is the moment that I'm remembering about this.
I've been around for a long time. I have a pretty decent tolerance.
Yeah, alright, Grandpa.
Yeah, he's old. Oh, well, I can't talk.
Hey, you're all old.
Hey, watch
Except
your
Panda.
mouth.
Wait, how old is Icar?
I'm not old.
Yeah, but you might be
doesn't
old
answer
for
the
me.
question.
How old are you?
Getting to know.
Yeah, you open up your sheet, jackass.
I'm 16.
Oh shit, wait, we're the same age.
Oh my god.
Skipper,
Holy shit.
do you celebrate your birthday?
No.
I don't-
No, I don't.
No, that's a
To
Skipper.
Skipper.
No.
We celebrate your
I-
birthday by getting drunk.
I don't exactly remember when I was born, to be honest.
Yeah, but do you remember when your awakening day was?
That was going to be my question. Would you celebrate the day that you were born, or would you celebrate when you were awakened?
I think I did celebrate when I was awakened. Yes.
See, that's the wrong answer. The correct answer would be you celebrate both, because then you get 2 days to celebrate yourself.
Well,
He doesn't remember.
it's. I don't remember when the other one was.
We can
All right,
just-
when's your awakening day?
My awakening day is.
Yeah, open up the calendar,
Jackass.
jackass.
Wait, how old is Chemo?
Old.
Older than Rowan?
At
I
least
believe
7.
so.
At least 7.
I do not know how to. There it is. Let's see. I was born in Hasnir. Or at least I was probably born in Hasnir just as the usual spring pup, but I was awoken in Baskend. In the
Then it sounds like
second
you could
week-
celebrate both.
Well, I don't know when in Hasnir. That's just
Pick a date.
usually when.
Yeah, just pick a day.
Just make one up. It's fine.
I'll see if I can't find a good day on there. What about you two? Since you say you're close in age. What days? What times?
That's a good question, and it's not on my sheet. But I have it. God knows it. God. What day was I born?
That is a very good question,
And
and
do,
Causing
do
everyone to
signs
have
exist?
nosebleeds.
Tandor just like hands pointed at sky. Oh God, when was I born? Show me a sign.
Okay, let's see. Ikar was born on the 6th of Avidnir. Followed by Max on the 11th of Hopnir.
Yeah, I had that ready. I already searched up birthdays in the top of the search bar. Come on. What do you take me for? You got a fucking amateur.
Let's see, we've got the 21st of Uratar for Tandor.
Hell yeah.
Rowan for the 9th of Denoskin. And we just recently had Phythalions back in the 21st of Malonin.
Alright, so I'm the 21st of
Urator.
Urator.
Uhura.
Yeah. I wrote 21st of melanin. Oh my god. Is Icar only 16 years old?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Middle age for a goblin.
How old is Tandor?
23.
And how old is Phythalion?
I don't have it written down because I have 22, and that's not accurate. I believe he appears at, looks like roughly 22 to human eyes. But I believe he's a little bit older than Rowan is.
Rowan's 152?
Yeah, I think it was 200 something. I don't remember unless Rocky has it.
It is
But then-
buried somewhere in the annals of time.
227.
Wait, the math is mathing. Hold on, because how could Icar and Rowan have been little wanderers together
Yeah.
as children?
Yes, yeah.
I- Due to how it's sort of a weird situation. I think, given how age happens, I forget. It's we finagle numbers here. Don't worry about it.
Don't math the math.
Yeah, my brain hurts now.
Yeah, don't math the math. Leave math out of it.
Cause,
Yeah, I can see that all of your noses are bleeding,
Yeah.
so,
This is what you get for asking God for things. Leave that fucker alone.
yeah,
Make
leave
it
that to
Cause
me.
it's been 100 years since I've been home, and we grew up together. Icar, what is this?
We try not to do too much math here, thanks.
This is fine.
Yeah, we call that, in the fourth wall breaking terms, an oopsie doopsie.
My nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you leave the paradoxes and the talking to God to me, okay?
I
No,
have
okay.
made the huge mistake.
We're trying not to Johnny Darko this. Please don't. Anyways.
No, I have the solution. Rowan was a child for a long fucking time. Kind of like Twilight baby situation.
Oh my god.
Where
No.
quickly grew into child and then stayed child for like 100 years and then bam.
Rehearsal,
adult.
like, aged quickly, though. What's her name? Renesmee?
Renesmee. Yeah,
Yeah.
the dumbest fucking name in the world.
She aged quickly.
Yeah, she was a baby for like 2 weeks and then she was like a 16-year-old
Well,
forever.
What if we go with just Icar the first and second is Rowan? Icar is just the third. No.
You're a Renesmee situation, a reverse Renesmee.
Something.
Well, you did have to kind of retrain as a Magus after the whole incident.
Ugh.
Well, now that we've completely broken the plot in the story,
Yeah, weird numbers don't matter. Doesn't matter. Back to the actual roleplay and all that. Let's see. Let us move on as we have ourselves on to the next thing. So, the river winds from the open mountain cave, chilled from its time away from sunlight that a light fog clings to it. The buildings outside are not much else aside from a few small inns, guard posts, and places to trade and negotiate passage further inside. Though the denizens are much larger than life than you'd believe. large bovid folk who carry on their days and tasks with strength of arm and ease like none other. This is Podzeka, or at least the very edge of it, home of the Minotaurs and other who wish to call the caverns, which the river carved its course through the mountain. Will you be staying out on the foothills or taking some leisure into the mountain's interior?
Tandor at least feels more comfortable in more largely populated areas. The sense of community type deal.
Mhm.
So, wherever there is more people, that's where Tandor would prefer. And then everyone else can fight and argue and decide.
That would be the interior, because that's when you get like the close packing of peoples.
Okay. Well then, Tandor votes interior.
I'm good with interior.
Works for me.
Same.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Nobody asked.
Wow.
And this is where Tander is going to be actually shorter than some of the regular folk here, where you're getting peoples who are about 10 to 12 feet tall.
Tiny Tandor.
So
I'm
to
excited.
eventually negotiate yourself to the interior, you will have to get to the passage office, which is tended to by a Minotaur in a sort of nice press suit, good little coat jacket, interior, tie, tiny glasses on the end of that snout, behind a desk that is probably a little bit too small for them.
Very dapper.
Business?
Yes.
Yes.
Type
Uh,
of business.
What are
I
we?
show him the badge from the guild.
Work.
Is that a
Pleasure.
question?
And just turns and like taps on the sign. You know, it's like common reasons for visiting Pathfinder. It's either, you know, work, leisure, passage through, and you know, certain subsections depending upon what's going on through that.
Is this where we're doing Clouded by Grief?
Say again?
The quest Clouded by Grief?
It is not.
Oh.
This is a tavern stay along the way. You are still a couple villages away.
Oh, okay.
So I'll tell him we're passing through.
Passing through mountain or passing through taking a stay and then leaving out on the road again.
Yes.
Stopover. We're gonna stay maybe a night or two,
Stop.
and then move on.
Work, stop over, temporary trip. And there's a few thongs as little paper passes are handed out. Keep with you for identification and with badge.
You're giving me papers to walk through this land.
That's peculiar. What are the purpose? And what happens to those who don't have papers?
Have paper, get good discount.
Oh, say less.
Don't have paper?
No discount.
Fair.
Also makes questioning easier if ruckus is had.
See.
Is there often ruckus through the streets of this place?
When you cram many bodies together, always ruckus somewhere.
Where is the most ruckus?
You would want the You would want the Rust Quarter.
The Rust Quarter. Okay.
And by any chance, where could we get a good bite to eat?
Either in the Verdant or Azure Quarter. Maybe the Gold Quarter.
Hmm. What is your favorite place to go?
I prefer Verdant, but I do not eat meat, so.
So, I'm sorry. Everybody that comes through here has to tell you what they're doing, and then you give them a paper?
It is temporary pass. Simply helps for direction, helps for discernment, helps locals be able to point to someone who might be a bit lost where they need to go.
But you said the discount first. So if everybody has the paper, that means everybody's getting the discount. Why not boot the paper?
Different grades of discount, right? Like, you know, the more important people get better discounts. You come here for a particular reason. Maybe you're here on a job, and then you get a very specific type of paper, and they say the armory or the blacksmith gives you a better deal. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Different discount for a different district. For Pathfinder work stay over, discounts at taverns, inns, and most supply shops, including smiths.
How has he done the papers? Are they done by like stamp?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It looks like it's a stamp as well as a crimp.
Does it have our names on it?
Uh, no, but it does look to be dated.
Okay.
hey, you ever get any of those political big shots coming over here? You know, real important guys that you gotta give them passes.
Oh, they get the metal passes.
Oh, that sounds cool. What do they look like?
Look like a regular pass, but sheet of metal.
Yeah, but what type of metal? I love
Depend-
bureaucracy.
Depends on the important type of person. And
Oh, I
allergies.
gotcha.
What would, say, a council member of this particular city get?
Depends on purpose of visit.
Hmm.
And if they want to be identified as important person.
I noticed you didn't get our names. You probably wouldn't know someone who might have passed by.
Not really. I just stamp and crimp here.
Fair enough.
So how do you crimp the metal passes? You got a machine for that? You know, or some kind of tool? Or do they come pre-crimped?
And he just sort of holds up his hand, and as he squeezes the fist, you see sort of, the musculature and the definition of the hand. Simple application of force.
I just gonna like lean forward, like with his hand underneath his chin. That's really impressive. I think you might be the best person at Bureaucracy that I've ever met.
I've known better.
There's someone even better than you?
I'm out here on the edge. You should see head records.
Head records?
Hmm.
Where would I find that, just out of interest?
You'd find that in the Ivory Quarter.
You have been a great help, thank you.
Here are passes. You may be on the way.
Thanks, guy.
Then, any last little interactions before I move us to the next portion?
Can I just like roll a perception or something and see if this seems like there's like more guards or military than I would expect for this kind of a situation?
Perception, society, or warfare lore.
Let's go with society.
We do live in one.
With a society, it does seem to be that due to the particular trading post, and this being essentially a tunnel through the mountain to another major trade port, it seems to be that this is essentially a ending waypoint of a secure post to ensure that trade and travel is orderly and neat and gets where it's going so that banditry does not occur.
Okay, so it doesn't seem out of the norm.
It's not out of place, it just seems to be that the Minotaurs like their law and order.
Okay. As we exit the door, though, I shift to Pithalion.
Mm-hmm.
I want to roll a perception check to see if, because Rowan's sussing Max out, thinking maybe he's planning to forge something. Actually, you know what? I think Rowan will walk next to Max and kind of nudge him a little bit. Hey.
Yeah?
Are you planning to forge one of these passes?
No, of course not. I'm
Really?
planning on stealing one of their inspector badges.
Oh, even better. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, tell me what you need. I might be able to help. I'm sure Ikar would be in on it too.
I mean, we know where the head of records is.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
need to get to the head of records and then do something over there. Probably a distraction of some description.
Okay.
But I'll give you a sign. In fact, take one of these stink bombs.
Oh, okay.
You know, if I need you to throw it, I'll let you know very subtly.
So look out for a sign. Throw stink bomb. Okay. Subtle.
Yeah, cause a scene, but nothing to get us kicked out. Something maybe you might get locked in the drunk tank for a day. Not.
I say you give the stink
anything
bomb
worse.
to Ikar. Give
I'll
it to
take
him.
it.
He's very sneaky.
I'll take it.
I will warn you though, Ika, it's way more potent than last time.
Good.
I've just gotten really good at mixing stink bombs now.
Well, you've had plenty of practice.
Exactly.
Well,
And I can detect no malice or other meaning behind that statement.
I mean, you cook them up after every meal, guy.
Look, we all do. It's Tandor's cooking. It's good, but it has after effects.
Hey!
All
You
right.
gotta model it after something.
wait, first, hold on. Pithalion.
Hmm.
Are you down for this? Other than sleeping and maybe hitting up a tavern, I mean, we've got nothing better to do.
It's not
Yeah,
violent.
baby, are you down?
I'm certainly interested to see what happens.
Okay, just no violence. Rest assured.
Look, I appreciate the support for my actions for once, but I think having everyone along for the ride might be a bit too much. You you decide between you two, Ro and Nick, which one of you wants to come on this. Any more is gonna look really, really suspicious.
Hmm.
Which one of you likes
Thalion looks
bureaucracy
like
more?
somebody who would spend time in a records office, and we don't really.
We don't know. But we can be sneaky. Nikar especially.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let me shift scenes here. Quite different than the cooler exterior of the mountain, there is a warmth which runs within the very stone and an openness despite the buildings being mostly carved into the rock faces of the winding tunnels and caverns which make up the city proper. There is plenty to see, to hear, with cordons marked off by various colors to indicate the zone you're in. Given the odd layout which only native navigators may be able to know without indicators, here there is a sense of community, to work and push together, to be as solid as the stones for one another and put one's back into bringing the best out of oneself and those around them. I assume there are things you would like to do for the evening before it does take over. Any small things before we have major shenanigans.
Hmm.
Fithalion would find his way to a not necessarily a tavern if there is like a wine store and buy a slightly more expensive bottle of lower proof alcohol than what slightly more expensive than what we purchased back at Kukulat.
Okay, so you're looking for wine. Fine wine or something a little less than fine wine?
Something slightly more expensive than I think it was like what was it, like 1 silver that we spent for the bottles that we bought at the last place.
I think
Might
you
have been one
had like
gold.
I think it may have been like 1 gold for a good wine there. Yes.
Yeah.
So like 1 gold, 5 silver worth wine. That quality of wine.
Okay. Okay.
Or other liquor, as long as it's not like hyper percent alcohol.
Yeah. Fine wine is no matter sort of like the proof or anything of the sort will just be 1 gold a bottle since that is the easiest way to kind of pull it from.
Okay. Buy one of those.
All right. I will.
I don't
see
give
what-
it to Max yet, though. I'm holding on to it.
Of course.
I guess since we're making our way to wherever we're gonna Ivory Place, Records Place, Rowan's kind of keeping stride with Max and nudges him again to get his attention.
You know, you can just say like hi or
Max,
hey, you.
Well, I'm trying to be a little discreet. Well, no matter how this goes down, I wondered if you would give me a minute of your time later to have a conversation.
Oh God, thank you. I thought you were hitting on me like Ikar was.
Wait, what? Ikar's been hitting on you?
You said give me, hey, give me a minute of your time in such a tone that I was like, hey, wait, hold on a minute.
Not like this. No, Max. A little less discreet in her like volume.
Look, I know I'm a hot piece of kobold ass, but
eye roll, just big eye roll. Oh my god.
Max is this season's hottie.
Yes. No. Hard. Oh my god. Yeah. No. To talk.
To talk or to talk?
Oh no.
Don't worry, I asked him the same question too.
To
He
talk.
didn't really have an answer for me then either, so...
Well, no, to talk, not to talk. I can't even do this like you. What? Serious talk, not, pillow talk. No,
Hey, pillow talk can be serious talk.
they,
Clearly you haven't been with the right kind of people.
yes or no, Max? Can you make time?
I mean, depending on how this goes, I might, I could be in prison if it goes terribly.
Well, if that happens, we'll break you out. No problem.
Oh, I can break myself out, but I just, I don't want to cause more damage. Slash, more damage to lives.
Yeah, no, we don't want this to happen.
Yeah,
I guess
Chemo's been telling me murder's bad, apparently. Crazy. I would have never have fought that on my own.
Well, I guess however this goes down, either afterwards or tomorrow. Either way.
Yeah, I can make time.
Good.
Any others? All right,
After buying wine, I'm just following Tandor.
of course.
Any okay, so like general sort of market stalls, stores, things like that around?
Yes,
Okay.
a fair number depending upon what you're looking for.
I don't think that Tandor is specifically buying, just trying to make note of what seems to be like the common spices and things.
Common spices are things that are more root and tuber based. Does seem to be a fair amount of dairy in production, as well as mushrooms and other dried lichens and phosphorescent plants.
Okay. The Minecraft diet.
Well, that's
All
more
right.
hardy stuff.
I mean, the
Stuff that will
Minecraft
live.
diet is basically mushrooms, milk, stuff that is root based like carrot. That's Minecraft, baby. We're
I
in the
disagree.
Minecraft world.
My Minecraft diet is jumping off a cliff to get full hunger. Broken legs.
Honestly, mood. Yeah, so I think Tandor is walking around with Phathalion,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And is just talking loudly about like the different things and what they would taste good with, but is in like very ADHD, bouncing around, oh look a squirrel, but at the same time still hyper focusing. It's a mess, and it's not like Tandor is having a conversation. Tandor is vomiting information in a direction that may or may not be Phathalion.
Oh, this will be great. Perfect.
Ooh.
All right. Well, so as you're sort of doing that, as the evening would trundle on whilst you're going through the markets, there is a curious little sound as tall and stocky folks seem to be making way for something in the streaming crowd of traffic. a clicking and clacking of claws on stone, a pitter and patter of paws on cobbles, until it finds itself in a break between all the moving bodies, shifting out of the way in some sort of odd deferential avoidance, barely up to ankles for many of those who travel here, a quick scramble from the floor onto a bench, and then an open space of market stall, sitting back with a satisfied look on its masked face, striped tail curled about, and a starry, wide-brimmed hat on, is this little creature.
I was so hopeful when you described it, and it's exactly what I wanted it. Oh!
And that's where we'll be taking our break for the moment.
So cute.
I love it so much.
What's his name? Before we go to break, what's his name?
Oh, you'll learn.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, BRBs.
I'm gonna slam this fucking popcorn, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Popcorn and cheer wine, dude. Is anyone here just chilling?
Me!
Always.
Oh my god. Riley, I have stuff to send you. I have stuff to send you, and it's so important.
Oh god.
Piss ass. Hold on, I have to find.
Such as, but not limited to.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I clipped 2 clips. But I forgot I only sent the second clip to Travis. So, I will eventually figure out where I'll open up the chat. There we go. That's what I'll do. Let me see. Clip is this. There's so many clips and it's so hard to okay. So okay.
Rocky, you put Z test away. I see it.
I have to check something. Okay?
So the backstory is we were trying to track down this one shitpost cop.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was saying how much he missed us because we weren't on the day before.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I was so bored. What the fuck was Chaos Crew? So we went to the police station, and apparently they're doing like a mass interview for all the people that are trying to be cops. So we're like, all right, yeah, we'll do it. That's fine, we'll do it. Yeah, no problem. And they were like, no, you can't. And we were like, no, it's okay, and just started interviewing them. So there's one clip. There's actually a few parts to that interview that we conducted illegally.
I'm back.
I'm posting clips right now in the voice chat.
I see that. I'll have to watch them afterwards, or else they'll be on the recording.
Just pause the recording.
Okay.
Just pause it.
Wait, why don't I have the option to pause? Oof. I don't have the option to pause. What the fuck?
How is there no option to pause?
I don't know.
No, you can't.
Could always end it, but
Don't
then
call
this
him
will be
down.
in two parts.
Yeah, it might have to be after session.
Mm-hmm.
Likely an after session deal, yeah.
Something about changing the settings to simple from advanced. Can't do it while I'm recording though.
Something for later.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyone who isn't recording should watch those because they're so funny. Travis didn't even see the third clip. So sad.
uh, no, I'm laughing at something different here.
No, why aren't you watching the video?
Alright. How long are these clips?
Like a minute.
Ah, piss.
Oh, it's not wanting to play in the thing.
No, there's Twitch. And Discord and Twitch for some reason don't love each other.
Yeah, me too.
Travis's status. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Those were definitely some clips. Alright. Who back?
Not me.
Okay.
Travis, they didn't find the clips that I did funny. They were mean and cruel to me.
And I didn't watch him. Nope.
What's your first
Adrian
name?
didn't even watch.
That's
Owen
fucked up.
Your last name?
Wilson.
Your first name?
Miller.
Owen,
Owen. And your full name?
Miller.
Owen,
Owen Miller.
All right, you're hired.
Linebacker in high school football.
There you go. You're in. You're hired.
All
Yelling
right.
at the guy for the right's just so funny though, because it's just like,
Mhm.
hey, whoa, whoa, hey.
All right. I think I gotta do one last thing. Here we go. Everybody back, ready to go?
Beep.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Yeah.
No, Riley.
Just
Oh
staring
no,
at
I'm
me.
here.
Oh.
Okay. You're
I
here,
just
but
don't
are you ready?
respond. I could be. I could be convinced.
All right. Well, let's get back. The little raccoon sitting on the open space in the market stall, looking quite pleased with itself.
I mean, I noticed this, right?
You notice it, yes.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna pretend that Tandor was mid-sentence, basically on the verge of creating clam chowder. Just like sitting there going like dairy, tubers. Like we're almost there. It just needs something. And then just trailing off the sentence as this little dude starts scurrying and gets up to the little thing. Just in his little chair with his little hat. Oh my god. And
Not even a little chair. He's like on the edge of a market stall table.
oh, he's just sitting on the table. Oh, he deserves it.
Sitting on the table, little legs hanging out as paws just sort of cling on the edge.
Yeah, seeing this, Tandor trails off and then starts elbowing Phythalion really hard to like notify him while still babbling, but like it's no longer making sense. And just being like, look, look, look.
Hmm. Oh my god, he's adorable.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Would anyone else have been in the vicinity or seen the raccoon scurrying by as it did? If anyone else would like an introduction into the scene.
If we're going the same direction.
I'd be with Max ready to do dirt. Where would Max be?
I mean, at this point, I'd like to think that be going to the records hall.
Yeah. Rowan's
Okay.
tagging along with those two.
Alright, so that's those three. Alright. So we'll keep on to this for the moment. I've been doing some thinking on that other part, so we'll continue on with this little raccoon here, who seems to be looking, peering down where it came from, and then peering down where the rest of the path goes. Its eyes eventually meeting yours, Tandor's, and brows raising before looking back the other way.
Brows raising at me?
Yes, just like eyes meet. Just like the brows raise and then just turns and looks the other way.
So not exactly like trying to gain a sale, just like acknowledging that I'm staring.
Yes. It's like, yes, I see you staring at me.
Mm.
You said everybody was like moving out of its way as it was walking down the.
Yes, everyone seemed to like oddly move out of its way. Like they kind of
Oddly.
oddly. It's sort of like it would be very difficult to see since this is just a raccoon, but even if folks had boxes in their hands or anything
Can
else the
I
like.
can I tell why they are moving? Are they moving out of their way because they're like, this fucking guy, or is it moving out of the way the king is walking by or something like with
Or
respect?
is it moving out of the way because the raccoon is a lich?
You can give me a perception, a nature, or
I'm
uh,
perceiving.
or an arcana roll.
Yeah, I'm not rolling for that. Tandor does not care or notice.
Uh, from what you can tell, Phathalion, as sort of there is it feels like in a particular proximity to this little raccoon that there is a sensation of you can tell something pleasantly warm and soft is there, and that it is a space of calm that you should not tread over. It almost feels innate in that way. Sort of like how you can feel something warm is like, oh, I don't want to bump into that, or because it might topple whatever's there. If you know, it's like you can feel the presence of something there, and that's like an instinctual move away.
So looks over at Tanner. Do you feel that?
What, my stomach?
No, the Neva avoidance.
Hmm.
Not quite avoidance, but it is a presence of warmth, comfort, and a sense that your worries are being washed away by its mere presence.
Alright, I'm gonna stare at this thing and basically see if Tandor picks up on that.
Sure. Perception, nature, arcana if you stare at it. Unless you want to stare at it deeply, and then that's a will save.
I kind of want to do a deep stare at the thing because Tandor's like a little bad at not staring.
Go for it.
Oy.
Are you happy with that roll?
Yeah.
Cool. As you stare into the eyes of the raccoon, it stares back, and there feels to be a sense of wisdom and forgiveness behind those eyes that you have not even felt or seen even from your mother or the big soup. There is something powerful to this raccoon that you feel. You don't feel immediately drawn to it, but you can feel that there is a potent presence to it.
Vatalion. The raccoon knows all.
I don't know if it's that he knows all, but he's definitely emanating something.
No, he knows all.
But it's just gonna walk directly over and look down and just say, "Excuse me, are you manipulating our emotions to make sure that these minotaurs don't tread on you, or for something else?"
It just sort of holds onto the edge, sort of scoots itself from side to side, looks up, stares. And its ears flick and turn. as it looks back the way it came, and there is an odd chittering call. Sounds like a name. But we'll see. Give me a moment here.
Oh
Wait.
shit.
Wait.
Wait, Pat. Hey, Pat.
Wait.
And at the call of the name, the raccoon stands and looks towards the name being called. As there does seem to be a berobed figure, curious in their own gait and nature, that is coming toward. As I need to show off, do I have the full character
I
art?
should have known something is up that she didn't ask me if I have D&D today.
Uh-huh.
I asked you yesterday. What?
Yeah, but you always ask me the day of.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Amazing that Travis didn't even know. I thought that
And-
this was the thing that he planned.
Wait, how long ago did you guys start talking about this?
Oh, a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay, because this also explains why, like, a week or two ago, she asked me, like, oh, it's like, what are you guys doing? Like, what's happening? And listened to an entire, like, summarization.
Mm-hmm,
I love that.
Here we go, the figure being walking forward and through for those who need to see it. So please, Halls, do describe your character as they are walking through to get to Pit Pat, who is standing on the market stall.
We are a very adorable bug-like creature with some beautiful whirling robes, bejeweled staff and wand, and just a curious expression about the world.
Is,
God.
is this a kobold?
It is not a kobold, it is
Oh.
more insectile.
Oh.
It is it is quite specifically a Circe. As I will get
Oh.
this down into limited so we can see this. There we go. I can pull this later. Yippee! As Pit Pat will sort of turn and look towards the one calling and sort of will pull the hat off and make a wave with the hat and
There you
put the
are.
hat back on. And will reach out with a hand with grasping fingers.
Beep, beep, beep.
You know something is cute when I start sounding like a fucking Canadian goose flying overhead.
Mhm.
Oh!
And soon as there is proximity enough, the one hand will grasp onto the figure that has approached and called and look directly at them. And then look at the two that have been close to it and even speaking. Conveying that conveying the questions that were asked of it if it was you know, if it was something more than it was.
Is this your god?
Pit Pat?
Yes. Is is that your god?
No. Whatever do you
alien, I don't-
mean?
It's it's bigger than the big soup. Fatalion is bigger than the big soup. I don't know what to.
Pit Pat, what are they talking about?
If it makes you feel any better, I have no idea what they're talking about with the big suit.
You know the big soup. The big soup. You put too much spice in. My grandma laugh at you. My baby, she laugh. Remember?
You've never seen a bug look confused, but you see a bug looking very confused.
Somehow, lacking all facial expressions, looks concerned.
Anyway, my name is Cithalion, and this is my friend Tandor. And who are you? And why are you manipulating our emotions?
Me?
Or your small friend, who's not a god?
We
Agree
you
to
can
disagree.
you can call us Shep, and that's Pit Pat.
Shep.
Is Shep a god? I'm so confused.
I don't think anyone's a god here.
Well, now I'm even more confused, Fatalion. How is this possible?
Pit Pat says the tall one has seen beyond and notices the fullness of faith we hold in channel.
You know, it would be very nice if I had companions that spoke in, like, normal words.
Those are words.
And they are very normal.
Fair.
I feel like this is a dig at Tandor.
Certainly not. What do you mean I've seen beyond?
I don't know. Pit Pat told me that.
Pit Pat, what do you mean seen beyond?
Stop questioning the god.
It's not God.
Agree to disagree.
You see Shep look at Pit Pat.
Pit Pat looks back, hand still grasping, and then looks back to the other two.
Oh. The furry one.
The furry ones seen beyond?
Yes.
Tando, have you
Knows
seen beyond
all.
before?
It knows all. Why? I told you this is a god.
That is not a god.
Agree to disagree.
Pit
Heather,
Pat is
do
their
you have-
raccoon.
Do you have any idea what he's talking about with the seeing beyond thing?
Yes.
Care to fill me in?
It is bigger than the big soup, Fatalion. I cannot be any more clear.
The bug looks confused.
The alien is rubbing his temples and having a migraine right now.
The small furry is a god. It is bigger than the big soup. I've seen the beyond, and it is this. Okay?
Okay. I give up. I surrender into this. It's nice
How
to
do I
meet.
join your religion?
Pit Pat says, you have a fate which lingers and twists. You may see us to souls which are lost. Pat says some interesting things sometimes.
Wait, your souls are lost? Or
Are
my
your
soul?
souls lost?
I know where my soul is.
Are you
Okay.
sure? And you
Oh,
see the bug take a big breath.
Oh,
kind of
no.
like sniffing you.
I've been sniffed.
You have
Ye-
been sniffed. That is a very good question, and I'm gonna be taking a look at
That's
something
a
right quick.
question?
Yes,
Go
that is
ahead
a
and
question.
add on the sniffed condition
Uh,
to yourself.
Yeah,
real
I've
quick.
been sniffed.
Yep.
Sniffed 5.
Yeah,
so
fine.
let's see. I gotta do this.
Oh, can I sniff back? I don't know what's going on, but I also have sniff.
You see Shep look very offended.
Because you sniffed me, I want to sniff back. What do I sniff? Wait, let's
Roll
we
for
need to
sniff.
resolve. Yeah, we need to resolve the first sniff before we have counter sniff, bonus action sniff.
I get advantage on odor saves. I don't know if
Okay.
that's-
The sniff check has been given, with results.
You smell smoky, like slow-cooked embers and charcoal. The scent of primal energy and a certain tinge, like blueberries.
I smell a blueberry. I do.
That might be a bit of the staining, Jam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the jam. I hate jam. All right. Well, one good sniff deserves another.
Perception check.
Yeah. Oh my god! I
Damn,
can
let's
smell into your
go.
fucking like
She smells
entire
the vast infiniteness
ancestry.
of God.
I hope I bathed.
Yeah,
That-
me
that-
too.
that is-
Shit.
That is up to it. What would Shep smell like in this situation?
Like the smell of damp earth after the rain.
Hmm.
Ooh. Got hints of petrichor, a bit of moss.
As for Pit Pat, since you are in the same vicinity, you are getting hints of parchment, rain after the first falling of leaves,
Ooh, I know that smell.
and uh, and fresh lavender linens.
So my two favorite types of candles. Amazing. You both smell so good. You're not Pit Pat is not from like here. You seem to be from here.
Pit Pat and I, we are here.
Oh yeah, you're here, but you're and like is hand motion sort of like pointing around in the area going, here. Like here. Fidelian, help me out here.
Do you mean like this continent or this planet or this plane of existence?
You're useless.
We
Outside, you smell of outside, Pit Pat smell of not outside.
we
like
both
here.
smell of rain. We both are from here.
Oh, from here.
So, Travis, you can give me a perception check, or a Kitsune lore check.
Ooh.
Oh. Buddy, it's not as good, but if you think I'm gonna miss out on an opportunity.
It takes a little bit, but eventually you're getting a vibe, you're getting a feeling that this raccoon might be similar to the rock.
Hmm.
Wayne?
So, okay. So I guess summoned, you mean? Like
It's familiar
familiar.
in
Okay.
that
Gotcha. So did it when little homie was walking around the raccoon, did he like stop at us or did he walk by us?
oh, he stopped before y'all.
Okay. So is there something we can help you with, or what's very confused by this entire situation?
Me? Pit-Pat found you.
Pit
Pit-Pat.
Pat, is there something you need help with?
Pit-Pat, why did you find them? You see Shep kind of lean over and smell chemo?
Currently Phathalion in the elf form.
Oh, sure.
Let's see, and I will whisper the other thing.
Hmm. They sniff and say, Pit-Pat says that your journey is part of ours, and there is a flock you will find, which we must shepherd.
Well, what is your journey?
I don't even know you.
Okay,
You're-
I don't know you.
Your familiar sought out us.
Yes.
We could continue on and go about our merry way. So maybe explanations are due. Maybe this is not the right spot, and we need to do this over a friendlier drink. But it sounds like you need to explain what it is that you need help with and why our journeys are linked together.
We shepherd. You are finding those who can be shepherded.
So
Maybe we are starting a religion.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Are we doing a religion
Or at least a cult.
or what?
Uh,
Phathalion, you thrive in the cult.
Shep looks at you, and you can see one of the little antennae kind of quiver. And we say, you smell like sunshine. Fresh snow upon serient peaks. Like simple perfection in the divine way. I really like this smell.
Oh, stop it.
Careful, he's part bird.
I don't know if I ever explained the bird thing to Holly, so she's probably gonna be really confused.
Tandor is convinced that Chemo is a bird. Through literally nothing at all. Like,
Well, he does
just
not
has-
smell like chicken.
Pulls out parchment, pulls out little tiny pencil. Not a chicken. Okay. Just like bunch of birds. It's like 7 birds. That's all that Tandor knows. And it's just slowly scratching off the ones that it's not. So
What are the
chicken
other
is
What are
now
the other
out.
6?
Uh, eagle, peacock, other birds. So like that's 3 so far, and then I gotta just think of 4 other birds.
Eh.
Stork.
Well, we
I'll
will
keep you
leave
updated.
this. We'll leave this curiosity for a while, and we'll go over to the other group for a few moments.
Ooh.
My wife's been keeping secrets.
I've been keeping secrets.
Yeah, but I
you're
didn't
the
marry
fucking-
you.
Yeah, we know that you keep secrets.
You
that's
missed
all
your
you do.
chance a long time ago, Travis.
That's true.
Ugh. So, heading before heading the way, what is going on with Maximus, Rowan, and Ikara?
Records time.
Records time. It'll take a short little while to get the ivory quarter, but you do eventually find it. It does seem to be quite. You have to form a queue, and for the last while, you have been in this queue, just waiting, and waiting, and waiting. Sometimes stepping up a place or two, but it's always with that little bit of waiting. Until you are able to get to the records office.
What is this building like? Is it massive? Does it look like an actual like government building, what you'd imagine it to be like?
I'm imagining the
is-
fantasy DMV.
Imagine a fantasy DMV, however, increase the proportions by about 3-fold in order to have an easy flow of traffic for those who are large and small. It's like part fantasy DMV, part records magistrate.
I'm picturing Gringotts from Harry Potter. Can I roll to see if there's like any guards or any sort of like any magic that might be
Guards you
watching?
do see here and there, just general security standing at, a corner or two. But if you want to know magic, you can give me whichever tradition you are looking for. With a 21, are you satisfied with a 21?
There we go. Look at that.
There it is for that time.
Ah, très magnifique.
As you see, that would have been a 10 on the die before.
Made it a nat 20,
But
kind
that
of.
pretty much made it a full 20, yes.
Mhm.
So that's how the new house ruling is going through. So with that, you can feel that there is arcane presence available. Even though you cannot quite see them, there are probably scrying devices that are being sent back imagery and the like to something more secure within.
I'll kind of relay that to Ikar and Max kind of at a whisper, like, this place is definitely monitored. So if you do anything, I think they have eyes on us.
Yeah, but is it general scrying, or are we talking more specific when certain items are removed type of deal?
Well, that I can't be certain of, but it's definitely scrying.
Because I've tripped many magical alarms in my time.
Well, what's the plan here exactly? Because I've got some tricks up my sleeve, but it involves magic, so I feel like...
Let me do the talking to begin with, and if we need to change up the plan on the fly, then we can.
Okay,
I just need you guys to play along,
alright.
or alternatively, to get back in line behind me and act as if we're not making a plan and we're just friendly people having a conversation in the line.
Okay. Rowan kind of shifts behind both Ikar and Max. And I have a question about casting telekinetic hand without being too obvious about it.
Let's see. Telekinetic hand in of itself has concentrate and manipulate, so you have to perform. This is where things are very particular, and that there are particular.
Could
feats.
Rowan, like, discreetly kind of, she just, hands behind her back, like she's kind of holding her hands, waiting, but kind of do a snap and cast it into existence?
There are particular feats for spell shaping like that. Otherwise, trying to change out your motions on the fly like that, it would be a relatively difficult.
I think when I used it before, it was a snapping action.
Let's see. Yes, but that is like, a very immediate and, you can kind of understand that it is. It's not subtle.
Shit.
There's like a certain
snap,
arm motion.
cough, snap, like trying to cover up a fart. No.
It'll be
drops
a.
the book, farts, doesn't it?
It will be a fairly difficult Arcana roll to not show that magic is being cast, and yeah.
Okay, just checking. All right, noted.
So, just follow my lead, or I guess don't, unless I ask you to.
Okay, say less.
I'm gonna wait until it's my turn.
Mm-hmm. Until eventually you are called forward. Next.
Hi there. This is gonna sound probably pretty
One
weird.
second. And there is a slow grinding of stone as a couple of steps pop up in front of the little thing, so you can get a bit more face to face with the person behind the desk.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you.
And you are met with a stern, balding, salt and pepper, sort of hair, bearded dwarf, close, neat braids.
All right. So I know that this might sound weird, but I'm a big fan. Like a huge fan of the way that you guys get things done around here. Back in Medisconis, where I'm from, we have our own bureaucratic systems. We have quite a lengthy peer review of what we do. It's less in the laws that we make and more in the stuff that, the actual physical crafting that we do. So having that done in a bureaucratic manner to the same degree, it's real impressive. And I was kind of hoping you might be able to give me a tour of what's going on.
You're wanting a tour?
Yes, of your bureaucratic process. I see that you guys have this really cool passport system. Maybe getting a closer look at that. You're really impressing me.
Tours are usually scheduled, and not just individuals unless for a particular purpose.
You couldn't make an exception for a, you know, a lover of the arts of bureaucracy like myself?
You may give me the role in which there is the most amount of purveyance that you are trying to do here, Riley. Whether him being a fan of the bureaucratic is a lie or not.
Don't mind me.
I thought so. Are you looking to get employed soon?
Hey, I'm not against the idea.
Oh, there are things in the Montesconis model that I have seen that could be implemented well, but we haven't had a native as of yet to bring their opinion. So, I'll schedule you in for the next tour. Should be about 2 hours.
That's perfect. Thank you. I didn't catch your name.
Bastard.
Your name's Bastard, huh?
Oh.
No. Feel.
So the tour thing, I think Rowan's gonna pick up on that and shove Akar forward and move forward as well. Do you do group tours? Can we be included?
Oh, you guys are lovers of bureaucracy too?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Absolutely.
I just love a good tour.
These friends of yours?
I
don't know
have
this
no
guy.
idea who these people are.
Rowan
I'll
grabs Ikar's head and pulls him close.
I mean,
We're
you know,
together.
they-
We're here together.
They talked to me a little bit, you know, when
Together.
we first came into line, but I have no idea who these very attractive individuals are.
I will be
You
needing.
guys turning a fucking polycule? What the hell?
I'll be needing individual deception rolls from Rowan and Ikar since Max is not laying claim to say that y'all are together.
My deception sucks. Oh shit.
Ah,
Hold on. Oh.
You satisfied with that roll, Ikar?
Would be the low roll. All right,
Can't
here
be
we
any
go.
lower with a +10. Oh.
oh no!
I didn't. Did I not get the? I didn't
It's
get the
used
bonus.
to
only if
roll the
you roll
13.
you still roll the 13. You have to roll 10 or lower for
10 or
it.
lower, so you could still get fucked with a 13. Okay,
You
okay,
could get. Well, you are rolling it untrained. That's the thing.
yeah. I tried.
You
That's what
tried.
counts.
Well, you don't know them, so I can't put them on the list then.
Does it count if I may or may not have slept with one of them in the past? They kind of look that kind of familiar, but I can't say I know them greatly.
We don't file about dalliances. That's an entirely different department.
You've got a department of dalliances?
We
I
have
have
two.
to go on this
One,
tour.
we have two. One for dillying, one for dallying.
And when about to those tours? We schedule that in maybe tomorrow.
You can tell, even despite him being stone-faced, that was a joke. Bureaucratic joke.
I do love bureaucracy so much.
so dumb.
It is very dumb, and I'm gonna call our next break right now so I can recover some. This hurts so much.
Oh
Oh,
my god, so stupid.
I'm glad I can do this to you all.
It's so fucking dumb. I love it.
As much as I love bureaucracy.
I fucking love bureaucracy. I slept with one of them. Does it count?
I might have slept with one of them.
Yeah, I don't even know if I did.
They
I was
kind of
g-
look familiar.
I was gonna say Rowan's like beat red and just shoves Ikar away. It was him.
Oh,
Good,
of
good
course
luck.
it was gonna be him.
Good luck with the door. Yeah. Time to be sneaky.
Of course it was gonna be Icar. that you slept with.
Absolutely. Still.
So dumb. So dumb.
oh, my face hurts.
This is what I live for.
Hopefully
this
the
is role play.
hopefully the extra surprise was fun.
I live for
Oh.
the bureaucracy.
My god, the extra surprise
Yeah, I gotta go.
was
I
so
gotta go
good.
fight my wife real quick.
Yeah,
Oh no, there's gonna be a domestic.
yeah.
You know I'll win, so.
True.
Yeah, I believe it.
Just Holly
Travis
coming in
would
with the
tap
nah, I'd win.
Well, because we all know it's true.
You want to hear the argument? I'll leave
Sure.
my mic open.
Yeah. Hot mic it.
Oh, Mike, oh,
Yeah.
Mike.
Gotta hear this. I have to hear Travis just badly lose a fight with his wife.
Every time.
Every time.
Surprise!
I'm ready for it.
Thanks. That was it.
That was it? That was the whole fight?
Yeah, we don't fight anymore.
No wonder why you win every time.
Over a year.
Over a year. Too much therapy.
Too happy and blissful.
Oh, could
Disgusting.
not be me. Could
Ugh.
not be.
Oh, so gross.
What?
Let.
Turn down the music. in
Happiness.
this app.
Oh yes. You can go to the top
Oh.
right for the music.
I see it.
Yes.
Thank you.
The user volume controls definitely. I gotta sit down to 15% myself. Let me go back to see exactly how long ago we started this.
It was a couple months.
Yes, I'm trying to.
Oh my god.
Sneaky.
Well,
Wait,
there
I
was
think
a lot of breaks, so
I think
don't know.
Rocky
Yes.
might have mentioned it to me too. Something brewing with Holly, and I completely forgot. I thought it was gonna be like something like way later, like kind of mid or like end, like we did
Yeah,
for.
no. We started the talks about. We started the talks back in June.
Jeez
Amazing.
Louise.
Travis only walked in like one time, and he saw me like minimizing my Discord. He's like, "Why are you
Is
hiding
that
from
what that
me?"
was about?
Yeah,
That's
Oh my
what that
god,
was
that's
about.
forever
And
ago.
he said like, "Oh, am I gonna find out?" And I was like, "Yeah." And, like nothing ever happened. The
I even
sad
like kind of
thing
thought
is-
about that like a week ago, and I was like, "Well, I wonder what that was about," and then I didn't ask you.
Yeah,
was
that
Rocky.
yeah that was about 2 months ago for that.
Yeah.
God, Travis, be less trusting of your partner. God.
Yeah, right?
I
Come
know.
on.
So the sad thing is he can't keep any like secrets from me whatsoever. Like my birthday, he got all of our friends together, planned the surprise. And like I swear to God, like 4 or 5 like the day of the party, I text my friend and I was like, I bet we're playing Blood on the Clock Tower. And we were.
Mhm.
That's so cute, though.
He can't. hide
Bullshit.
it.
So, This is very fun. And I don't think any of y'all have picked up on what Shep is as of yet.
So
Bug.
Cirky.
Well, aside from Cirky, I'm talking about the rest of it.
Z-Test 1.
Well, that was to obfuscate things. I'll be changing that username later.
Ooh.
More.
I called it when I saw
Yes.
it. It's great.
I have no idea what you meant by Z Test 1. Where was that?
That's
Look
under
at
the
the
players.
Yeah,
On
in
players.
players. I saw it as it happened during the first break.
Sneaky,
Yeah, I saw
sneaky.
that too, but I didn't think nothing of it.
didn't
I
see
absolutely thought something of it. I thought something of it last week when we were doing Starfinder, and I saw it when I was joining. Z-Test 1 was an option of to join as last week. And I was like,
Oh.
Was it?
It was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I don't think it was in the Starfinder one. It would have been when we were like checking some things on here with Pathfinder, maybe.
Yeah, we did that like when I was in the hotel. So like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
At some point when I was trying to join, I saw Z-Test 1 then, and I didn't make a comment then, but
Yeah. I think there was something else about that.
Well, I saw nothing and I didn't do fucking shit.
Same.
So, surprise.
Beyond.
I love it.
Beyond surprise. Shock. Horror.
Excite.
Confusion. Wetting myself.
Crying, screaming.
Very much. I threw up. I threw up and then I
Threw up.
died.
it's true. I was there.
Deceased.
So, fun fact, depending upon what you grab as a Cirky, there are cases where you can, let me see, is it part of the base? It is, yes. There is a fun ancestry feat that the Cirky can get, where they can essentially smell magic.
That's so cool.
They have a vestigial magic sense, with
And-
each tradition having a unique taste.
Did they see what my character looks like?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I even added the character to the overlay in OBS for the recording.
It's so
Cute.
cool.
I'll send you the picture.
Cool little bug broad. Little buggy broad.
Aw.
And the funny raccoon.
The raccoon, the noises I made, I sounded like a Canadian goose.
Send me the picture of the raccoon so I can add that to in session.
Let's see.
Yeah, be sure to send it to everyone so I can make it my phone background. Thank you.
Here we go. There is the image claim that we're using for Pit Pat.
Oh, let's see if I can make it transparent.
So cute. It's so cute.
Pip pip pep. Pip pep.
Pit Pat.
Pit pat.
Like pitter patter.
Yeet.
I don't mean to sound dramatic, but I would literally die for Pit Pat.
If anything
Same.
happens to Pit Pat, I will kill everybody else and myself.
Even if nothing happens to Pit Pat. It's like the cult thing very much is still on the table.
I'm gonna have to go do complicated shit to make it transparent.
That's for another time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who is back?
Not it.
Not it.
Not it.
Nope.
Here.
You know what? I might be it.
Oh well. Now, question is, do we want to go back to?
Reality.
Back to
oh,
the
there goes
market?
Gravity.
I was about to say, do you want to get back to the market, or do we want to get back to the tour?
I don't care either way. I guess it depends on if Holly has other stuff that she wants to do, wants to hop out early, I guess. Or is she gonna be here for the whole sesh?
Holly's gonna be here for a few sessions.
For a few sessions? Oh my god, we're so fucking blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, this is amazing. Thank you, Holly. I love you.
You're welcome.
Oh my
I'll be
god.
giving Holly a full server invite once things are over.
I'm so happy. Oh my god. I thought this was a one-off. And I was like, oh, we have to respect our guests' time. We have to be
No,
respectful
you don't
of
have to
our
respect
guests.
my time. It's
I don't
fine.
have to respect you anymore. You're one
One
of
of
us.
us. One of us.
I don't know if that's true.
One of us. One of us.
I have to smell the rest of you first.
Oh, buy me dinner first.
I already smelled you. It's fine.
Ooh, yeah, you did.
Too late.
Yeah, I'm good with either.
Maybe put a dent in the infiltration of.
Let's
Records.
get a dent into the infiltration of records. Let's get back to the tour as we.
Yeah.
Couple hours later, eventually you are put into a group of, we'll say, roughly half a dozen others max.
So
The entire Padzeka Bureaucracy Lovers Club.
Akar and Rowan didn't decept very well, so
No.
we're not going, huh?
You're not, no.
Well, can we be sneaky? Probably not.
That is a risk that you would have to choose if you are willing to take. If not, then you would probably head back towards the market area, I would say, huh?
Yeah. Maybe.
My greatest and like the best part about all of this is no one's questioned why Max is doing this at all.
Yeah, no one needs to know the why. We
Yeah.
expect you to have your reasons.
Yeah,
At least I speak for myself. I would never question why.
Rowan was just
You
down
want to do
for
some
a good
shit?
time.
Let's do it. Yep.
Oh man, this would run us the risk of getting put in jail maybe. And put Akar in my satchel. Try to sneak with the group. Oh,
Do it.
I mean,
We
how
could
is
totally
your
blend in.
stealth?
It is not good.
I'm trained, but not confident.
I'm untrained in both stealth and thievery, so Rowan might have to sit this one out if Ikar's ballsy enough to.
I mean,
He's short. He maybe blend in. What is the group looking like? What are they consisting of? Is there like minotaurs? Is there tall folks?
how far do I gotta go, and what am I going through? I'm gonna perceive to assess the situation.
Go for it. You would definitely stick out a bit like a thumb. You would be one of the shortest of the few. And definitely the most green.
It ain't easy
Because
being green.
it is Max. It
Oof.
is a
It's too bad. It's
Max,
too bad we
a
don't have
Minotaur.
comms. We don't have
Mhm.
comms and whatnot.
Because on it we have Max, a Minotaur, a couple gnomes, a dwarf, as well as a Kashrishi.
Yeah, I'm out.
Ah. Well, I guess I'm out as well. We could make our way to the others, or we could scope things out for a bit.
But I think we should probably head back to the others. I'm gonna give Max a nod, and we're gonna head out.
Rowan gives finger guns, mouthing good luck.
It takes a lot of effort for Max not to finger guns back.
Not to fire back actual guns.
Yeah, he reaches.
No, not again. Rowan just runs now after Ikar.
And the tour will begin as, for the most part, you're actually only keeping to a hall and looking through windows of the various filing systems and stacks of papers moving on and being sorted on their own by what look to be, some sort of unseen system. Uh, as the tour guide will go through, explaining the various priorities, the assignments, how often passes are renewed, how they recycle parchment used for passes for new passes, how they source the ink, how they are able to test for false ink through various means and methods. So counterfeiting from the outside is essentially impossible.
Making mental notes.
And the crimping is, proprietary place specifically assigned to the various agents and civil servants who pretty much have to apply and keep up that certification to keep those crimps and stamps. And if those goes missing, that is reported up the chain, so that if there is a duplicate stamp or a stamp seen out in the wild after a report for a crimp or a stamp has been set as lost, then anything of that date and forward is seen as falsified. Pretty much the biggest bureaucratic set of checks and balances and redundancies as possible. Is there anything specific you're looking for, Max?
Official passports or inspector passports, ones that are like metal, can't be created just like that.
Mm-hmm. Eventually it does get to a point where those are seen, but from what you're seeing, it is like a specific forging area where the specific alloys are shown, molten, poured, pressed, blank plates before they are set off to be processed at an unseen portion due to the proprietary technology for stamping and etching.
So, Mr. Tour Guide, you know, I'm assuming you've got a one of those metal passports for your job. I haven't been so lucky to see one.
My pass is currently checked in.
Is there no one that we can have a look at, see if we really dive with it?
And eventually we'll get there. And after you sort of see through the rest of the process and learn a few more things, there are some dummy passports available to sort of look over and inspect. Pretty much like some of the lowest tier kind of stuff, including like an etched and crimped, we'll call it a tin passport. That essentially has like fake credentials, So the usual stuff of like 123 fake street. Johnny McNobody, things like that.
Definitely gonna try and lift this. Like when the tour group starts to move on.
All right, I will be needing a thievery check on that.
Let's go ahead and do that again. That's a 26.
All right. That is pocketed.
Anyway, tour time. I love tours. I love bureaucracy.
Yes. And the tour will go through sort of the rest, sort of going through sort of the various other things, but I think you have gotten your objective and will essentially listen to the rest of the tour, huh?
In fact, if he can find a way to break away, but just by going, I need to go to the little kobold's room.
We are 2 minutes away from end of tour. Refreshments and relieving is on the way forward, last door on the right.
There's refreshments?
Yes.
Oh, now
Cafeteria.
I think I can keep it in.
Yeah, as part of the tour, you get a view of the cafeteria and free lunch.
Oh, we get to drop a dose in the bureaucratic toilets too?
You get to file your forms in the lavatory, yes.
Oh, it's a dream come true.
Very important papers. As we will skip back over to the market, as we will have a couple new players enter the fray, as it is relatively easy to see Andor.
Hey, Rowan is gonna stay behind and wait for Max. Slyly, just to see if he's in trouble or to get a word in with him.
Or got in trouble. Beeman, would Icar just continue on the way out to find the rest of the group?
Well, he would stick with Ron.
Well, shit.
Well, we can do the whole.
Oh, were you trying to have a private conversation?
Go, Icar, go.
Because you would tell me that, yeah. Yes. I would go.
Go.
Okay. All right, so it would be a little bit while later. There's probably been a lot of back and forth of trying to understand what Shep is, what Pit Pat is, what the objective is. And would I get either a perception, religion, society out of that, to sort of see what was retained in the various conversations in between?
Hey, a bad religion check will make you almost certain that they're a god.
That's so true. Thank you, Riley. Shit.
Too bad you
can I hero point that to make it worse or no?
I mean, you could, but then again, if you roll a 10, you might actually roll better.
Can I willingly decide that I want to worship Pit Pat?
I mean, that's up to you.
Okay, well, what does my check say?
All right. From what you can tell, from your religion check, is what you've been able to retain is that, Shep is, in essence, something akin to uh, a guider of right from your culture, one who helps the soul go where it's supposed to.
Mmm.
They just happen to be, apparently, oddly, the wandering sort, and Pit Pat is probably some form of instrumental help in knowing and understanding that role.
Okay. Is there another role I could make? I guess a will save to see if I start developing a follower of religion type thing,
I do
because I
not.
really want to.
I do not require a role for something you would like to take on willingly, just for the flavor
Yeah,
and
but I
hilarity
also
of it.
I love rolls.
Then you can give
I
me
just
a will
will
save
roll.
if you
I just
want.
want to roll dice. I just like rolling the
You
math
just want to roll the
rocks.
roll the math rock then for
Yeah,
The
will be
DM
easy.
easy.
the DM said you
Fuck.
can just do it, and then you're like, but I like rolling dice that maybe don't let me get my way.
Okay, well, I managed to not start believing in this as religion.
No, not as religion, but you probably feel that Pit Pat is some form of conduit to help souls be guided where they should.
Yeah, it's just not my religion, but it's certainly
religion.
still possibly maybe a god.
And Kima, what you have been able to garner from this conversation is that, similar to that, yes, Shep is a one who is able to sort of understand where a soul is supposed to go. But furthermore, it seems to be that Pit Pat has some form of inkling that at some point in the future, through some form of curious sense, possibly from some exterior contact that it is in or with, that it knows that you're going to be encountering something that involves souls that have not found their rest at some point in the future. And that,
Oh,
for some
already did
reason,
one.
I mean, yeah, but this is almost like it's a very much more awkward, we're on a mission from God, Blues Brothers situation.
Sorry, I'm writing my notes.
Of course.
Ooh, he's a note writer. Ooh.
And Ikar, you would eventually come into this curious kerfuffle of people where you now have not only your fellow party members, but a Surkey, which you have seen plenty of before from your hometown, and a raccoon in a hat, not from your hometown.
I would be immediately interested in the raccoon in the hat, obviously. I'm pretty small, so I would probably just plop down right next to where it's at. What's all this then?
You just hear Shep lean down and kind of sniff you loudly.
Whoa, hey. Buy me a drink first.
Hmm.
Ikara,
Let's
you should be
see
nice.
what you're made of.
Sleep meat.
Goblin flesh.
Ikara, be nice. They work with gods.
I'm nice.
God.
Be nicer.
I try and sit up a little straight. Doesn't really work out. Full plate.
if we play our cards right, we could start a cult.
We could do anything. We have a raccoon.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We don't have raccoon yet, but it would be raccoon cult.
Pit-Pat is not a god.
Tandor winks.
Yeah, no, not God. Yeah, no, for sure.
There we go. There is your smell check.
Mm. Smells of spirits and citrus zest with incense, sandalwood. Mm. Hmm. Very arcane. Interesting group you have here.
Hikar is really not sure if he should be insulted. So he just keeps his mouth shut.
Well, you have been sniffed out as a pseudo wizard, literally,
Yeah.
which should be partially surprising.
So,
Interesting.
Very uncomfortable.
just to make sure I understand this correctly, Pit Pat thinks that we're going to be dealing with souls that aren't going where they're supposed to go.
Pit-Pat helps me find the souls and also helps me know what to do.
What do you do with the souls?
I tell them where to go. The right
Visibly
place.
confused.
But
I deal
don't
mostly with
all-
bodies.
Don't the souls when you die, don't they just go back to the like the earth and the whatnot and the energy is spread through like the when you pass your body goes in the ground and then the grass grows from the body and that is your soul. How can you lose that? How can you say go elsewhere? I don't understand.
That's not what happens here. Not always. Sometimes the souls they get lost or confused. I don't know.
Oh, okay. So when body burned and then the ashes blow everywhere, they don't make grass sometimes. Okay, yeah, I get you. I get you. Yeah.
You see Shep just look very confused.
Because the fire and fire make soul fly. You know, but then help me out here. Fire makes soul fly. Yes.
I'm just as confused as you are.
More like something is wrong here sometimes.
Here?
Here.
Like this town?
No.
Like this world?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Something. The souls get lost. They get confused.
Got you. Tandor fully does not understand. Tandor is completely lost, refuses to try and like Tandor their way through a sentence anymore because it's not working.
So are you just wanting to come with us then?
Pit-Pat found you? Pit-Pat says you will find souls.
Okay.
I don't know how to find the soul.
I don't
I
know.
will find the souls.
The soul is inside, and then it's outside when gone. I'm so
You-
confused.
You do remember about the souls that were that were outside and not doing good.
Oh, the ghosts.
The ghosts.
That's not a soul though. That's a ghost. Tandor does not put those two things together. A ghost is like a different species. It's not like we're dealing with a very dumb creature. All right, like a soul is energy. Like it's different. I don't. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay. You ain't got a fucking clue what you're talking about,
I have
Rocky.
no
A
idea
ghost is a
what's going on,
ghost. All
but-
right.
I know it's not that.
God, that would have been so much funnier if it was an in conversation thing with Tandor, though, because it would just be like, no, no.
Shep asks Pit Pat, "Do you want to go with them?"
I mean, we have a room in cart.
A cart.
Yeah, we have a cart, and it has a dog that's not racist. Travis, tell me you told Holly about that.
I did not.
Oh my god, it's so confusing. Oh no. Okay, the TLDR of that while Pit Pat responds is we were trying to find who would be our companion for the ride. And we were trying to talk to everyone, and there was an awakened otter, and they had a little robot dog, and I was like, well, hold on, Boston Dynamics, everything. What if the dog is racist? And the very first question that Ikar said to the dog was, "Is it racist?" Like, it's just a stupid little thing, but it's now become an inside joke, which is, oh, and the not racist dog, Skipper.
Unlike our racist Adrian.
What?
Pit.
I mean, honestly, it was Pandora's racist, and then turned into Rowan's racist, but
Rowan's
frankly,
not.
all of your...
No, it went from Pandora to Chemo being racist against
Oh,
ghosts.
yeah, Chemo's racist against ghosts, that's right.
Yeah.
Pit Pat wants to go with you. And you see Shep kind of reach down and pick Pit Pat up and scoop Pit Pat up like a little baby.
Pit Pat has been scooped.
And Shep kind of uses their little kind of bug hands to sort of scritch at Pit Pat's tummy.
And there's just a tilt head back and the whiskers sort of preening out.
We will go with you.
Well,
Anything you want, little one.
I have no problem with this, but there are others in our group who should have a say in the matter.
Up to you.
Oh my god, I need Max to be on board. We
Ikar,
need
what do you
this
think?
God.
Yeah, he will be on board.
Are you on board though, Ikar?
Absolutely.
Oh my god.
I don't know what
we're
they're about,
starting a cult.
but I don't care. Bring them along.
We're starting a cult.
Again.
So should we go find the others?
Well, speaking of others, as we eventually, Max, you have yourself a succulent podzeka meal, and eventually are guided out the rest of the way once the tour is done.
Hey, random person that I don't know.
Well, no, back out to the front where probably Rowan is waiting.
That's why he's doing.
Oh, okay, yes. Duh, I forgot the thing.
Rowan goes from like leaning against the wall at the exit to just like surprise, like what? Oh, oh, it's you. It's you. Okay.
Yeah, we should walk around several meters that way before I tell you how exciting the tour was.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. I think Ikar went this way.
Okay, so I got what I came for.
It was
Not
that,
exactly.
It was that easy?
but- Well, it's. I'm gonna have to do some light tinkering. But right now we don't need to make use of it. This is for future reasons.
Well, I'm glad you got what you came for. At least in something.
I will say that was possibly the most boring thing I've ever had to do in my entire life.
Well, now I don't feel so bad about not getting to go.
Thank you for filing papers about my bureaucratic society.
Yeah, gotta say, not. Didn't think I'd have to undergo that much to get myself one of these.
But you
But,
love bureaucracy, so
I
worked
see. You
out.
might not remember this, but I've said on multiple occasions in the cart with everybody that I distinctly hate bureaucracy.
I know. It was sarcasm.
Yeah, people keep using that word.
What, sarcasm?
They're not. Yeah, they're doing a real bad job of conveying it.
Oh, yeah, no. I zero ability to use this sarcasm.
Yeah, you see, that was sarcastic.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, hilarious. Now you know how I feel.
You're better at it. No. What do you plan on doing with it? In future.
Well, if there's ever anything that we need to appropriate from this town, or if we need to get something or someone through it who maybe is not allowed in it, this is a future investment.
I got you. I guess, better to be prepared.
Well, I'm also operating under the assumption that this place is probably going to grow in some degree, and considering it's, the pathway to the next port, it will probably carry some weight there too.
Possibly, yes. Well, I stayed behind for more than just making sure that you weren't going to get in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's you're making that sound real ominous.
No, I don't mean to make
Or
it
flirtatious?
No, I promise. No. It's a little more on the serious side, I suppose. I know you love serious shit, so.
I thought we were all done with that. It was a real bummer.
Well, I don't want to bum you out. I just want to just.
Yeah, that's Ikar's job, huh?
Oh my god.
No, but listen.
Thirsty.
Listen. Aside from, your obvious attraction to Ikar, which, it's not surprising. He's.
Not beating
Yeah,
the
he-
polykill allegations.
He's clearly interested in me. I don't know what it is. I think it's these scales,
They're nice.
and my impeccable style.
Oh, absolutely. Ikar does have good taste. I'll give him this.
Also, you're not called Max for nothing.
No, Max, I just wanted to apologize for being a bitch, an inconsiderate one, in the time that I've known you. I feel like maybe you don't view me in a very positive light. And I think that's been my doing. No, I know it's been my doing. I have a very shit way of expressing myself properly, as you've noticed.
Yeah, I don't think social aspects is your forte.
No, it's not. This is what happens when you spend time with Ikar on the road. Ikar doesn't ask questions, we just shoot the shit, and nothing serious ever comes up, and he doesn't pry.
I don't know, Ikar kind of just agrees with me on everything, and that's all I really need from somebody.
He does that. He's a yes man, you know?
Yeah, he is.
Dog.
Rowan tries not to. She just snorts.
No, I genuinely, I appreciate the apology. It's tough going from handling just me to handling me and Tandor, and then, you know, I joined this this group a little less than, 1 and 2,
I know.
and I get kind of treated like shit on the heels of everyone's boots.
I'm sorry if I ever made you feel that way. In the way I've been towards you, or any decisions that I have made without taking your input into consideration. I think that moving forward, I know that you'll call me out if I'm ever out of line, or if I make a decision, or...
Oh, don't worry, I call everyone out on it.
You do. You're very good at that. I just want you to know that I do respect you, and I do see you as an equal, much like everyone else, and I've expressed this poorly in the past. I'm just used to having one companion, and this coming into a group as well is definitely a change of pace. And
Yeah, Chemo's been stressing me out too.
Chemo has a very different view on how things work out in the world. I don't want to say rose-colored glasses, but the world is scary, and bad things happen if you're not prepared to fight those bad things, to protect people that you care for.
And for other reasons,
Of course.
whatever they may be.
I'm glad that you could accept my apology. And,
Why, I'm not totally unreasonable, just
No.
mostly.
And that's okay. Like you said, the reasons. I think we all have our reasons. Well, I'm glad you got your thing,
Yeah.
and
I'm sorry you couldn't participate in the, just riveting tour. With all of that bureaucratic processes.
oh, you're really selling it to me. Really
I got
selling
to
it.
learn all about the alloys that they use, how
Mm.
their inspection system works. Which, but can I just say, great if I ever want to avoid it. But
Well, maybe next time I can join in on some sneaky shenanigans. Just let me know. Listen, I was a
maybe we,
Hellion before, when I was younger. I know I'm kind of old now, but I used to be down for anything.
what,
still-
100+ years ago?
Don't start.
Ah, my nose. It's bleeding.
Uh-oh. Wait, for reals or
No,
No,
it's
it's
just the
bad stuff.
fucking broken fourth wall and
Oh.
bad timelines happening again.
Yeah. Let's go find the others, yes?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right.
Thankfully,
I'm
pretty
sure,
easy to
I'm
find
sure there's
others.
nothing interesting going on over there.
Oh yes, absolutely nothing interesting aside from a bug holding a raccoon in a hat like a baby.
I guess we'll see, huh? I wonder if Chemo's drunk again.
Well, that you do still find the discussion kind of going on, and this interesting individual with the curious companion and the rest of your party.
What's all this then? Staring at the
We're
raccoon.
starting a cult.
What? Wait. Okay, run it back. What's happening?
I mean,
This,
didn't you hear this? They're starting a cult, clearly.
yeah.
For
this
what
is Shep,
reason?
And this is our new god.
Well, Mitship, Rowan, that's a god? Points at the raccoon.
No.
No, that's a
it's
raccoon.
Pit Pat.
A
Pit
raccoon
Pat
called
is-
Pit Pat. Apparently.
Look into Pit Pat's eyes.
I'm gonna look into Pit Pat's eyes.
Same.
Look deep into those eyes.
Apparently, Pit Pat thinks that we're gonna run into some souls that need getting to the right place, and that's where Pit Pat and Shep are gonna come in. I don't fully understand it, if I'm being honest,
Oh,
but they
don't
want to
wor-
come with us.
Don't worry, Kimo. Oh, sorry for failure. I'm real good at moving spirits onto where they need to go. And he pats his gun.
Rowan tries to snort back to the bathroom.
I figured there'd be no shortage of souls around you.
Pit
So-
Pat, are they making you uncomfortable?
So, you're okay. Souls. You're here for souls?
To help guide souls.
Pit Pat says you will find souls. So I will follow you.
Well, I have
I'm fine with
no
it.
qualms with this, but
Max.
Look, if you guys are gonna vote against me anyway, it doesn't really matter my input here. But
well, no, it does.
let me be the skeptic here.
Look into the raccoon's eyes, deep into Pit Pat. And maybe
You
will
see Shep
understand.
just kind of slowly cover Pit Pat's eyes.
Look, there's this strange individual. No offense, strange individual. We don't know him, claiming that they're gonna come with us, talking about souls and whatnot. I've seen this scam before.
This is a scam.
What was the
This is-
scam?
Just because we look different from you does not mean that we are scam.
But yeah, but Kobold, most people look different than me. I don't assume everyone's a scammer. I've seen this grift before. The whole religious nut with an icon.
The only one mentioning religion is them. And Shep points at Tantor.
Oh, look
Tander, is
at
this
that.
true?
Oh, listen.
Are you trying to scam this person? I'm so sorry. I have came with you with accusations, but in fact it is my own
Max.
companion that is trying to grift you.
Max.
Yeah?
It is bigger than the big soup.
What, so it's the giant soup?
It's the soup of the soup.
The colossal soup.
While
It's
they're
the soup.
while they're doing that, I want Rowan to walk towards Shep and kind of look over Pit Pat, whose eyes are covered, and reach over and give a look of like, "Is this okay? Can I pet?" At Shep.
Shep moves their hand away.
Rowan gives Pit Pat a little scritch scratch on the forehead. Still looking at Shep though. Where were you heading? Like, were you waiting here for us?
No, I follow Pit Pat.
Was Pit Pat waiting here for us?
Shep leans in and sniffs.
Oh,
Roan.
eyes big. What?
Just seeing, what your insides smell like.
Oh.
Ayo.
Uh,
Ayo.
Rowan takes a tiny step back. What is...
Way to make that a lot less weird.
You're welcome.
How do my insides smell?
They smell nice. You smell like flowers, cleansed river water, and vanilla. Very arcane.
If Rowan had long hair, she'd flip it. Oh, thank you. I mean,
You smell like a Bath and Body
Yeah,
Works.
you smell like a river.
well, I do hope this is a good thing.
Shep looks over at Max and takes a whiff.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh, how stinky. Bird.
Very interesting. You smell like nothing.
Well,
Like
yeah,
nothing.
unlike these bozos, I ain't been dipping my my hands in any dirt or river water in the case of Rowan. Sorry, Rowan. But clearly you smell like a river.
May I make a small note to Adri that there is a whisper to you from when you did touch Pit Pat.
Oh, okay. So with Max saying all that stuff or whatever, Rowan definitely looks distracted, just staring at Pit Pat. Like almost like the joke went over her head.
Mm-hmm.
River Rowan.
With that, Rowan snaps out of it, moves her hand from Pit Pat. You know, rivers. The smell of rivers are hit or miss, depending on where they're at. Like sewage river or like
No, they say
spring?
cleansed.
Oh, okay.
But you still apparently smell like a river. That could be cleansed, to a degree.
All I can tell is it smells good.
See. Okay, this is good. All right.
Look, I'm just happy not to smell
Unlike
like you guys.
you smell like nothing.
I'm glad.
Nothing inside.
Oh.
Well, no, I've got a bunch of meaty bits.
I would like to use my scent to see if Max has smell.
Sure. Perception.
Piss.
Well, no, it's just the sense that you do know smells of leather and gunpowder.
No, Max, you do have smell.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I don't stink.
Not on the inside.
Can I?
Yeah, people's guts don't usually actually no, they smell just bad. So you know what? If my insides smell like nothing, that makes me cool.
Grabs Max's face, opens up his mouth, tries sniffing inside of mouth.
Ugh.
Oh god.
He smells like the local cuisine. He's just eating like a
You
corporate
have
lunch.
smell inside.
I want to make a quiet roll.
Sure.
A magic.
What I'm saying, Tando,
a
it's a
magoose
grift.
roll.
It's a grift.
Yep, you can give me a private GM roll if you're wanting that.
You smell so much. How did they say you don't have smell?
Wait, when I click on mages, it doesn't give me the option to roll.
The Magus isn't that's a class DC. It's
Okay,
it's not
let
a,
me just do
not
an
a-
Arcana then.
Yes.
I'll do private.
You have so much smell.
and inside and out.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, I'm sure I had more if I had just finished eating some of your food.
What the heck? Also, in my mind, like,
Oh, hey, that
Sandor
reminds me.
pried open
Here's
the
that
mouth.
stink bomb back. I never did use it.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Hey, do you want to smell this? Does this, work for you?
No, I don't want to smell your stink.
Not you, the Suki.
It has no soul.
That is extremely offensive to my culture. Everything has a soul that you craft.
There you go, HE secrets.
Maybe not in your definition of what a soul is. Fucking.
Hmm. I think, and I'm glad to hear everybody's input. How is Ixen reacting to the presence of Shep and Pit Pat?
Shep, there is no mine, but with Pit-Pat, Ixen seems to be cautious. It's something
cautious?
odd and different. Yes.
Calls FYI, Ixen's just this little fire sprite that looks like Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle with little derpy eyes.
Okay.
Okay, so can I roll something else to just kind of get a feel for, is this menacing? Is it like, not menacing, but
It is. I can tell you plainly, it is not menacing. It is like. It is something much bigger and more powerful than just the small spark that you know of. There is something behind Pit-Pat, per se. And that has a lot of weight to it. We don't know what it is.
Rowan's face
but
is
it's something.
super serious, and she turns to Shep. What kind of magic do you practice, if at all?
Me? I work with Pit Pat.
And Pit-Pat is reminds me a bit of Ixen here. Rowan holds out her hand, and Ixen kind of hovers there, kind of floating and flickering, just staring at Shep, derpy-eyed. Not as in tune as we once were, but there's something here, and perhaps we should get to know you and Pit-Pat a little more while we're here, before we...
Yeah, Rowan, you should let them talk to Ixen. Can I have a word with you over that way? There's something really cool, I promise.
Rowan nods and leaves Ixen there. Going over to Max. What? What's going on?
Takes a few steps away. All right, I know we just discussed about the whole trusting in each other, appreciating that, and then we talked about Chemo's whole thing about pacifism and whatnot.
Yes, I was
I want
there.
to shoot that cat.
You what?
I want to shoot that cat.
Max. It's not
You saw it too. I saw your face.
I'm a little cautious, but
Hey, look, they've got all these complicated answers for everyone else, but they say nothing to me. Something doesn't, I'm not. All I'm saying is, look, we don't have to shoot him now, but I say, you know, me and you, on the road to recovery, let's say,
Okay.
we keep an eye out on these two, specifically the cat.
Max. It's not a cat. It's a raccoon. Have you
They're the same thing. They both eat out of trash.
Okay, nothing wrong about this. I am with you on this. I'm getting a sense. I'm picking up on something, and it's not menacing. It's not bad, but it's still something I want to keep an eye on, and I think we shouldn't rush to invite them, but I think feel this situation out.
Look, I think we're fucked anyway, because they definitely want to invite them along.
What do you propose? Apart from
Keep
shooting
an eye on
the
them,
cat.
and if need be, you know, we take things into our own hands.
I do appreciate the caution. And I'm with you on
Max
the
just
caution.
looks back directly at the raccoon.
Bears back.
Shep also says, kind of loudly, Pit Pat can hear you.
Look, let's not worry about that. It's bluffing. It's bluffing. Trust me.
Rowan's all shifty-eyed, looking from Max to Shep and back to Pit Pat, and kind of whispers softly, "Just what kind of feelings are you getting from Shep over there? Apart from the cat, the raccoon, raccoon." I'm able to feel out the raccoon, and there's something, but I don't know about this Shep.
You don't just feel out somebody else's raccoon.
When you glance back at Shep's antennas kind of flatten to their head.
Well, can I perceive if this is a bad or good thing? Are they offended? Are they sad about it? They can obviously hear.
Don't think about other people's feelings right now. man.
Did you know what I was thinking about?
You're looking concerned at them. Don't look concerned. Look menacing. Come on, show me your war face.
Rowan's brow
You
kind
don't
of.
want them to know that we're worried about them. You want them to think, you want them to be worried about us.
Okay, all right. I will do my
Then
best.
maybe they slip up. They reveal their true selves to us.
I want to roll an intimidation, which is 0. It's untrained.
Show me your war face.
Rowan's gonna attempt a serious, menacing war face. No. I want it lower.
See, yeah, like that. Just like that.
Okay.
That's decent.
It's
we still got a
decent. It's
couple-
He just looks
okay.
got a
constipated.
couple things to work on. but
Rowan just looks constipated.
less meaty shit and more like threatening. But you're kind of there.
Okay.
I would be scared to be near you because I think you're gonna take a really, really terrible dump.
You see Shep, who is like a bug, try and make sort of a smiling reaction to this.
Definitely a different what about the antennas? Because hearing that the antennas went down kind of come off as kind of sad or disappointed. Is it less sad? In terms of bug expression.
Bug expressions are weird.
Yeah.
You can give me society right quick.
Oh.
So, yes, the antennae do happen to sort of show attentiveness, but then it clicks in your head about what's going on with the smells. Some Circi can smell magic.
So, there's probably a reason why you don't smell. You
Yeah,
don't.
because I fucking bathe.
Oh, okay, I bathe too, daily, nightly, twice a day.
You say daily. You don't.
Yes, I.
Well, none of us bathe daily. Why would we be doing that on the road?
You don't carry soap with you. I do. That's besides the point.
I'm a fucking kobold.
Yeah, a kobold who doesn't use magic, right? Right?
I mean,
Right?
I don't directly. I'm.
Okay. I think that's why you don't smell of anything.
Oh. I see. Now I'm getting it. Okay, so we can stop whispering and
Yeah, no.
I can stop threatening to shoot both the raccoon and the Suki.
I thought you were just the cat raccoon. Hey, so
Yeah,
okay, interesting.
it depends. Are we still trusting them or?
I think we should.
Look, I'm itching for a fight. It's been way too long since I've
Calm down.
I've shot anything that
Yeah.
hasn't just been practice with Icar.
Okay, right. I know. Listen, I think we proceed with caution and go from there. This is why I think, and Rowan speaking out loud, why not then go to a tavern, maybe find a place to rest our heads and get to know Shep and Pitpat.
Well, I'm not gonna get to know a raccoon. Unless they're awakened. Hey, Pitpat, are you an awakened raccoon?
There's a tilt to the head.
Are you mute? That's all right.
It's not.
Just
It's not.
no, give me in
awakened.
the- in-
It's not.
Pitpat is a raccoon, but Pitpat understands you.
It's a very smart raccoon. Very.
how smart of
intelligent.
a raccoon.
Why don't you give Pitpat
Pitpat,
a
I've got some
scratch?
complicated mathematical equations to test with you. I've been working on a couple blueprints, and I could really do with another
Leave
mind.
the god alone.
And with that, we will veer off for the banter as eventually things are conveyed. Oh, lordy, that is all I do happen to have. Well, that is about our time anyways. So, hello to a guest for the next couple sessions-ish.
Let's go.
And
I
a
love it.
very weird raccoon.
Unless I get shot.
I mean,
That
You
is
will.
a possibility.
It is a
unfortunately.
danger in this
Max
party.
threatens to shoot everyone. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
so
It's
far he's
kind of
threatened to
a
shoot-
rite of passage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Threatened to shoot me. Threatened to shoot Rowan.
Mm-hmm. In
I
the
think
end, it
that's
kind
it
of brings
so
people
far.
together.
yeah.
Threats of violence brings everyone
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, Shep was just smelling any innate magic. That was it.
I love it. I'm so excited. What a great fucking surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did not see that one coming.
If any of us were gonna see it coming, it should have been you.
Yeah.
Look, this is me we're talking about. That is not accurate.
Travis is very
I'm
easy.
not saying it's gonna be. I just said it should have been.
Do we have anything to discuss before I end this recording?
No.
No.
I love what's
Not-
going on right now.
I love
Same.
bureaucracy.